Welcome to today's episode of Today I Work On, and today we're going to go over how to get to DC for the 4th of July fireworks. You know, going to DC, it's a little confusing. It's DC, federal government. They have a lot of restrictions up there, and I'm going to go over what's the easiest way to get in, what time to leave, what time to go home, and I'll do a little time lapse of the trip going up. I don't know if I can do a time lapse of the trip going down, but that's the plan. So enjoy this show because it's going to be a fun one. I'm super excited to see the fireworks on the water in DC. So we have a really nice spot, and I can't wait to get up there. So let me start getting the boat ready. The first thing you need to do, make sure the kids have life preservers, and you have enough life preservers on the boat for everyone that's aboard. Alright, we're about to head out of my no-wait zone. It's about 10-15 minutes. And we're going to go north up the Potomac. And if no one's ever been up there, I'm going to go over where the no-wake zone is. It's a pretty long no-wake, and a lot of people miss it. And especially days like today, if you miss it, you're going to get a ticket. So, also, before you go up to DC, I would recommend getting your Coast Guard safety decal. I'll post it up. And I'll post the info that you need to get that little sticker, because it means a lot. That means your Coast Guard's safe. If you get boarded, you have all your documentation, and everything that's supposed to work works. So if you get pulled over by DC police or Maryland police, you will not have an issue. So we're about to get on plane in a second, so let me pay attention. Alexandria, and you know, wake right past the Alexandria, old Alexandria, like tie up or whatever. You can dock there if you want to eat food. So we're gonna be here for a little while. You're gonna pan that way to show them what the no wake is. So this is the no wake. Don't fly through it, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a big ticket. So this was a nice cruise so far, and it's a beautiful day for the 4th of July fireworks. I mean, the water's glass, it's a blue sky, there's like no wind, and I'm super excited to anchor up and enjoy the scenery. Alright, so we're finally through the no-wake zone. You can see the no-wake here right there. And it's about where you can see that little Pentagon. It's like a mini Pentagon on the Alexandria side. So we're going to get back on plane just for a little bit, and then we're going to go to the left to our port side. And that's where we dock up for the 4th of July fireworks. So this bridge has about 18 feet. I don't know if it's high side or low side, but it's 18 feet. Wow, look at that. How's our antenna doing?
Fine, perfectly fine. We got like 5 feet, 6 feet.
Well, we're on our way home, and what a spectacular night. At 2200 hours, they want everyone out. There's no anchoring, so that's it. That's all she wrote. That was a great 4th of July fireworks. Hopefully we get back home safely. Can't see anything, but we're halfway home, and it's kind of dark. But we are a beautiful night. Well, good morning. It's the next weekend. I didn't do a recap video because I wanted to sit on the 4th of July, because you hear a lot of people say, I would never go up to DC on the 4th of July. Now, I personally didn't really feel like I was in danger at all. We left right away. As soon as the fireworks were over, we left. And there was an orderly line out. Everyone was going south into the Potomac. And it felt fine to me. Now, yeah, there was a little bit of wake here and there, but for the most part, 99% of everyone had their navigation lights on. Maybe there was like 1 or 2 boats that their lights were broken, which you should check those things before you go out at night. And they had their lights on. Yeah, they could get in trouble with the Coast Guard or whatever, but you could see them. Like I said, the biggest thing was like the wakes, because what happens is the boat is like going back and forth, and it's kind of hard to stay straight in a lot of areas early on. Once you hit the Alexandria Bridge and that no wake zone, after that it frees up. It was wide open. I had nobody really around me, so that is my take. Like I said, I don't think it's that dangerous. Now, the weird thing about this year was at the Coast Guard or whoever, the feds, I don't know who came on Channel 16, but they said, hey, everyone has to leave by 2200 hours, which is 10 p.m. The fireworks ended around 9:20, so that gave 40 minutes for people to get up and go, which is plenty of time if you're not drunk or if you're not high. So I felt that was kind of a dangerous move by the officials to make people leave. I didn't like it. The more I think about it, that was dangerous. Now, in years past, you were able to anchor up in that area, and you'll see there's a very restricted zone. I'll put it up. It's a line. It's about a mile long and maybe like 500 feet wide, give or take. And you can fit a lot of boats there. Like I said, it was tight, but it wasn't like crazy tight where it was dangerous. So we did have one boat that got close to us, and he did move up a little bit, but then he hit my buddy's anti-foul anchor buoy, which wasn't cool, but that was the only like really mishap. There was a few other little things but out of all the boats, you were talking hundreds of boats, it was like maybe 1 or 2 like silly things you saw. So I would recommend going. Now, if they continue the leave by 10 o'clock thing, whoever's the captain can't get drunk, obviously. They're gonna have to be well, they could get drunk, but they have to sober up by 10 p.m. if they have to leave. So that's my wrap up on the 4th of July trip. I totally recommend going, and now hopefully my video gives you a visual on what is entailed with the trip, and you could feel more comfortable doing it if you're on the fence. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.